live at 5. It's Offer Review coming to you from sunny Las Vegas. First things first, let's talk about the Winter Soldier and Falcon event. First of all, big shout out to Ty J over MSF.gg for 2 reasons. One, coming up with an updated rewards for the event. It looks also a little bit better. Also, clarification, the blog post is wrong. The blog post said that the characters need to be level 75 to participate in the last tier of the event. The data mine suggested it was character level, and that was pressed by MSF.gg and Ty J over there, who's amazing. And then we got confirmation from Scopely, I don't know, that yes, in fact, it is player level 75. So like I spent 1.5 million gold taking my Winter Soldier from level 71 to 75. Maybe I didn't have to do that, but they also followed up by saying that they said that they did recommend the characters being at level 75 to be able to finish the event. So I'm expecting the event to be challenging, but a lot of times it's overstated. In my opinion, of the 4 characters, the ones that are worth upgrading without a doubt are going to be Zemo, because he's a no-brainer, then Captain America, then Falcon, then Winter Soldier. But in my opinion, no regrets in any resources being put into Zemo for the event that is starting on Friday. Is this the biggest gap between a character? Didn't Miss Silver Surfer have a bigger gap? Oh, wait, they're talking about the release between the packs and when a free-to-play player gets them. And yes, this is outrageous. So I've been thinking about this. This strike pack, first of all, Polaris is an amazing character on an amazing team. I'm seeing punch-ups of like 250K of, like Silver Surfer with X Factor with Polaris and Mum and Shatterstar and Longshot versus Black Order and Marauders. I believe Remenex has done it against Marauders. I believe Philosopher's done it against Black Order. So yes, is Polaris good? I think she makes a great team better, and she's a piece of the puzzle. But here's the thing, and we're going to talk about this when it comes to regards to the Strike Pass. She is not Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer at 2 or 3 stars is an amazing, and Polaris is not Silver Surfer. She's not, in my opinion, and I haven't done a lot of testing on her yet, but I just don't see her being like this standalone character like Silver Surfer. She's not the best character in the game. She's a complementary character. She's an amazing, quite good character, especially on a quite good team with X Factor. I think a lot of that team has to do with Longshot. It really is. And so this is the issue that I have. Compare this release method to Blitz, and it's trash. So basically, people are able to buy Polaris today, but if you're free to play, you're not going to get her for weeks because they're going to have the Strike Pass, because the Strike Pass is going to come out when the Silver Surfer one ends, and then the bottom path, you'll get 50 Polaris and you'll get her unlocked. But they're saying this is going to take weeks. This is absolutely garbage if you're a free to play player when you compare it to Blitz and just doing the free track. We've got, she's a 2-star unlock. I think typically in the past they would have released her by, let's say, a Blitz or by a campaign event. And this is really pushing her out. And the other thing, too, is I don't know how effective Polaris is going to be at 2 stars. I mean, probably 3 red, 5 gold, or 4 red, 4 gold is probably where she's going to be playable. I'm personally trying to get her to 5-5, because that's just what I want to do because I like the team. But this is a problem. So I think there's 3 groups of people. So we've got you got whales that buy everything, and they're probably happy with this because they're just going to buy the Strike Pass no matter what. And then we've got free-to-play players that never buy anything. And I'm going to talk about them last because I think they're the ones that are getting the most damage by this. And then there's the moderate spenders, the value-based spenders, the dolphins, you will. And the truth of the matter when it comes to the Strike Pass, both the RTA Strike Pass and this Strike Pass, is it kind of leaves you with a weird feeling if you're like a moderate spender. It's like, wow, the value is there, but I have to buy this, and it's almost like a subscription service. And you're saying that I now have to spend $40 a month, $40 a month. Like I'm obligated to spend, if I want to get the next best characters, whether that's Silver Surfer or Polaris, you're going to say that I have to give you $20. And then if I want to get Doom, I want to do the RTA battle pass, and I want to get the 15s necessary to finish Dark Dimension 4, I've got to spend another $20. That's a bad feeling. It's a really bad feeling. And the truth of the matter is I look at value, and we're going to talk about value here in a minute. If I look at the value of the battle pass and the RTA pass compared to the traditional offers in this game, like if you were only going to spend $40 a month on this game, the battle passes are probably the best value for that $40. If you were going to spend $40, there is higher value in these battle passes than in a lot of the offers. I see some value there. Is it, but the thing is like, it's $40 a month for a subscription, basically, if you look at it that way. Doesn't feel good. And then the free-to-play player is looking at these rewards, and they're forced to look at it because they see the regular track and the bottom track, and they're like, wow, I'm not getting that. And if I spend $20 and they feel like they're getting further behind, that's got to feel the worst. And I'm going to say this, the free-to-play player is hurt the most by this because the value spender will buy the battle pass and the RTA battle pass, and they'll get ahead. And this is going to increase the spending, the gap between the free-to-player and the spenders. Like when there's a $19 offer with very little amount of gold, that doesn't really affect the free-to-play player. There's like, man, if you want to spend that much money on gold, go for it. But this actually, the $20 actually has some value, and it feels bad. And so also, I've got to give a shout out. We'll switch gears here for a little bit. Anyways, feels bad. I'm not a fan of Polaris in there. She is not Silver Surfer, because Silver Surfer was highly effective at low star levels, and I don't see Polaris being there. Also, gotta give a shout out to Reddit. Mobile Gamer proposed. I'm so happy for him. Have an amazing wedding. Yes. And the top comment here says, I can just imagine him shopping for the ring with value of this at 10 cents. Trash. This actually happened. I don't know if I have enough time to tell the story here on a YouTube video, but yes, shopping for rings here in Vegas with the very first jeweler I went into. I found a ring that was similar to what Kat wanted, and I looked at the price tag, and I personally thought that the value of the ring was probably like, because I've been looking at a lot of rings. I thought the ring was worth maybe like $1,000 or $2,000, and it had $19,000 on the price tag. And I said, you got to be kidding me. That's trash. And she goes, well, but it's 80% off. And she was pointing at the sign back there and said, 80% off. That's still $4,000. That's $2,000 more than what I think it's worth, because I've been pricing this stuff. And I said, it's trash. And I actually left the store. And it's like, jewelry stores are kind of a scam, in my opinion. I'm not a fan. I ended up doing something else. Too long for this today, but let's keep moving on. Also, here's a photo yesterday, and this is a close-up right here. And boy, I'm not going to get teared up because I'm all teared up, but I just wanted to point out that there's some Creepy Kevin, I believe, found that there was ninjas at the park, and Nobu was actually there. Nobu snuck in, and Nobu's not wearing a mask back there. He snuck into... That's horrible. And all right, let's get on to offer. Let's get into offer review. What do we got? All right, so I've unlocked Polaris, and again, I think Polaris is probably a good addition, or she is a good addition to the team. I don't know if she's a standalone character necessarily. Like, she's 100 speed. But let's just say that this offer is trash. I'm going to say these gold offers pretty much are always travel. The problem I have with this is that some characters need almost 2,400 of these to go from 0 to gear 15. So this is not a meaningful number of SBCs. And so, if you want to compare it to like ABCs that only need like 350, so you got to figure that this is like, 4, 5, 6, 8 times less of an impact on your roster and needing how many pieces you're going to need to max out. It's almost like you need to drop this 0 off. Would you be willing to spend would you pay $15 for 17 of these? No, it's actually not a good deal. They need to multiply these numbers by like 10 or 5 or something. Sell us 400 of these at a time or 500 of these at a time to have a meaningful amount. I think this is trash. It's actually trash. Same thing here. This is absolutely garbage. And you know what? We're in a huge mutant crunch. I don't know about you, but between Beast and Jubilee and Bishop and Longshot and Shatterstar and now Polaris and Multiple Men, I'm just like, this is my main crunch right now in the entire game is this exact piece. And I need thousands of these. I don't need 25. I need thousands of these. This is an insulting me. This is an insulting garbage price, in my opinion. And also, like if you want to compare, what you get for $14 here compared to the $20 Battle Pass. Oh my God, Battle Pass looks like a great deal. This is just garbage. Absolutely trash. Absolutely trash. Let's move on. Okay, so this is the Super Sloop Orb Bundle. This is for the campaign event for Multiple Men, and I do like these orbs. There's a lot of great things in it. So this is not, as far as Multiple Men's concerned, this averages a little bit more than 5 per orb. So this is the one that has Multiple Men on the side and then a random character in the middle with a higher drop rate for Multiple Men. In my opinion, I think the best way to go about this event is to refresh the energy, the campaign energy for this event, the event energy for the 50s. And that seems to be the best way to do it rather than buying these orbs. These orbs are okay. I do like these orbs much more than, it seems like 2 campaign character events in a row. I've been pretty happy with these orbs, because I would say about 30-40% of the contents of the orbs are quite valuable to me. Anyways, let's move on. Red Star Ultimate Pack. I value Red Stars at $2 per orb, meaning I value this particular offer right here at $12. Not worth $25 to me. Let's move on. Red Star Ultimate Pack, again, $2 per orb. So I value this pack right here at $28. Not worth $50 to me. Let's move on. Polaris Gold. Okay, so this offer right here is a reasonable offer. This is like a C- offer. I think people will buy it, and if you want to buy it, go for it. It's up to you. But the way that I do my valuations is $2 per orb, so that's about $6 worth of value there. And this is maybe worth another $2. So not quite worth $10. It's worth $8. I pull the trigger on the ones that have 300k gold right here and 8,000 fragments. And that's the one that I usually pull the trigger on it for $10. Let's move on. Polaris gear. Not a fan of this offer right here. First of all, I'm not in the market to buy purple gear at all. If you are in the market for purple gear, I suggest not spending more than 10 cents per piece. And the problem I have with this offer is that you're probably in high demand of this piece, but not so much the other 4. If you actually need all 4 pieces, I could say that those would be worth $10, but my guess is that is not the case. And so I do not recommend this offer. Polaris Training Orb. So this is a reasonable offer. Again, this is a typical offer when new characters come out. At best, I value this at $6, $2 per orb. So 3 orbs times is $6, and that's maybe worth another $2. $8 total value. Doesn't quite add up to $10, but as we go on, probably later on the offer review, we're going to find other offers not quite as good in the valuation. Polaris Ability, boy. I understand that there is scarcity of this particular pieces. I typically wouldn't suggest buying these at more than 1 cent a piece, at $1 for those orbs. And if you're struggling with these materials, my suggestion is to get into an alliance that focuses on rating, and then eventually this particular bottleneck, and there's a ton of bottlenecks. I've been playing my free-to-play account. There's a ton of bottlenecks in this game all the way through up. But I want to promise you that if you're in an alliance that focuses on ratings quite seriously, this bottleneck will eventually go away. When I started doing offer review a year ago, I had 23,000 of these in my inventory. And if I click on it today, I have 99,000. So eventually you catch up on this, is what I'm trying to say. This is not going to be an in-game long-term bottleneck. It's a temporary bottleneck that's kind of forced in early game. And a lot of that can be relieved by getting an alliance that raids quite crazily. Okay, ISO 8 energy calendar. I value this 910 energy at about $4.50. So I'm not going to buy this. If you're a person, I do the 50 refreshes. And I just want to say, I want to strongly suggest people start considering doing the 50 refreshes on the ISO 8. I'm just saying, it could be a big deal later, ISO 8. Especially when they come out with the second version of ISO 8. I don't know how that's going to play out, but I'm telling you now, I'm strongly recommending people considering doing the 50 refreshes on the ISO 8. A lot of people don't, and I get that. This is only a good value for people that do the 100s. I personally do the 50s. Anyways, let's move on. Silver promotion credit offer. 10 silver promotion credits for $3. This is a normal offer. They have sold 50 for $3 before, but this is in line with their 50 silver promotion credits for $15, which they've also tried to sell that for $30 before. So this is an average offer that actually comes quite often in the store. Let's move on. Premium ISO 8 offer. I'm not in the market for ISO 8. What I really need is ions, and there it is. And I don't I don't buy this, but I do want to say I do value these orbs at $3 a piece. So for me right here, this is about $15 worth of orbs. And then this right here is maybe worth another $9. This is worth $24. I bought this in the past. It's just too pricey for me right now. I do need them. I'll think about it, but I know that people do buy this quite a bit, and I have bought this in the past. But this is their anchor pricing for right now, and I'm hoping they start discounting these ions because I need them badly. Let's keep going. Heroic deal. This is a normal offer if you're pushing for level 80, or if you check in the events tab, there's some sort of double drop event that you want to take advantage of. You might consider this, but I personally value this energy at 50 cents per 100. So that's about $4 value to me. And the rest of this stuff doesn't really add up to the other $6. Let's move on. Special orb draft. I value gold orbs at $2 a piece, training orbs at $2 a piece, so $4. Premium orbs $1, so $3. So I'm not going to buy this because I do not want to get a gold orb for $3. I'd feel bad if that happened. Let's move on. Orb draft. This is the one that I do not like because it has the watermelon orb. Premium orbs I value at $1 a piece. Gold orbs $2 a piece. Ability orbs 10 cents. Basic orbs I value at 90 cents for 14 basic orbs. So I'm not going to buy this because I do not want the ability orb. Let's move on. Limited time sale. So if you compare this to that Polaris offer, this is way worse than the new character offer. At best, I value gold orbs at $2 a piece. So that's $12 of value. Maybe that's worth another $4. $16 does not add up to $30. Not a fan. All right, let's skip over this. Okay, and again, the Polaris offer is much better than this because for $10 you get 6,025. So this is terrible right here compared to the Polaris offer. Pack of shame, we're not buying it. Or let's get out of here. Okay, we're all done. Okay, let's move on. None of this down here has any value. Now we're going to switch over to a very controversial offer that certain accounts have been getting, and I think this is atrocious. Everybody's getting this at different pricing. So I imagine there's a lot of people they're looking at their screen right now and said, how did you get 50 for 100 of these? Because there's some that are getting it for $75 there's all different numbers. Everybody's getting different pricing on this. And this is what I want to say. They have sold this for $25 before. They have sold 100 of these Sinister Six, the non-chargeable Sinister Six, the OG Sinister Six, for $25 for 500 character shards. This really bothers me that everybody has different pricing on it, and I just think it's a scam. I really do. I think everybody should, there's no reason that everybody's getting different pricing on it. People in Canada and tell me that it's 100 Canadian dollars. My goodness, for 75s. Anyways, if your offer doesn't match up to this and you think it's outrageous, send a note into customer service. I think it's absolutely trash. I can't get behind this, especially when I know they've sold this before for $25. They sold this for $25 before. Let's move on. Okay. Congratulations. Well done, Commander. You reached 200,000 total collection power. So this is an offer unique to this account because my collection power this is my free to play account, just recently went over 200,000. Let me explain my valuations of each items. I do value that at $2. I value that at $1. And these I value at 25 cents a piece. There's 6 orbs, so I do value that at $1.50. So I typically would buy this, and that's probably worth at least $1.50. So I would pick this up if I was a spender on this account, but I'm not. But this $200,000 offer, which I probably the only one that has this right now because my account just went over 200,000, I would pick this up. ISO 8 starter pack. This is also something unique to this account because I just passed over level 55 and ISO 8 just got unlocked, and I'm not a fan of any of these, but this one right here, again, I value 2100 energy at $10.50. And so I would be picking this up if I was a spender on this account. Let's move on. We're going to skip over all the duplicate offers. Polaris, I did unlock Polaris. And I do, like I said, if you're already invested into Shatterstar and Longshot, she's quite complimentary. She does a lot of interesting things to the team. As a standalone character, the thing that bothers me the most is that she's only 100 speed. By today's measures, 100 speed is kind of slow, but she's pretty much dependent on Longshot's passive ramping up her energy, her speed quite a bit. Let's move on. Scream. Okay. I have a hard time justifying these $30 for 50 character shards. I will say this. If you have the other 4 members of the Symbiotes, specifically Symbiote Spider-Man and Venom, already unlocked, and you want to finish this team off, which is a very important team all throughout the game. It's a very important team, especially in Dark Dimension, especially in Doom Raids, especially in Alliance War. This is a very important team. This is a top tier team. If this is your, you don't have Scream unlocked and you're a spender and you want to get the team up and running, I get it. But other than that, nah. I mean, especially if you don't have Symbiotes, Spider-Man, and Antivenom unlocked. As far as the tier list, if you will, on Symbiotes, according to me, my tier list is that Symbiote Spider-Man is kind of in his own category. Antivenom is right behind him. And then I value Carnage specifically versus Passage. And then following up behind Carnage is Scream and Venom. I do prefer Venom in Dark Dimension 4 over Carnage. However, I think that defense up was huge, and ability block and spreading buffs. Venom's kit is quite good. He's just a little bit slow in my opinion. And definitely Carnage and Scream help speed up the team. That's kind of their purpose. Anyways, let's move on. Thanos. Okay, so Thanos is, I gotta say that if this helps you get a complete empowered Thanos team, that's fine. There's also value to Thanos if you have Ebony Maw unlocked. Now, if you don't have Ebony Maw unlocked, I say there's really not a reason to do this. He's not the situations that I use Thanos outside of a complete Black Ordered empowered Thanos team is only with Ebony Maw. Ebony Maw plus Thanos is a quite good combo in raids specifically, but Thanos by himself without Ebony Maw doesn't have a high degree of importance in my opinion, and it would be very hard to justify 50 character shards for $30 when you can get him through normal means. Let's move on. We're going to skip over all the duplicate offers. We already covered these offers here, and so we're going to just scroll down and see if there's any other offers on this account that are unique. I think we have gone through it, and we'll wrap up offer review. Secondly, I just want to say, what are your thoughts about the Polaris release message for free-to-play players? I personally think it's trash that people that are willing to spend today get Polaris now, and if you're a free-to-play player, you'll probably have a 2-star Polaris, I don't know, a month from now. I just think that's a really bad precedent. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section, and as always, thanks for watching, and keep on gaming.